Well, they got a new Country Bear shirt. So the poster's a little different.
It looked like one of the Country Bears was on fire. Then they started singing the Disney music and it just didn't vibe with me. Okay guys, big day. We're currently at Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. The Country Bears are finally back. There's apparently a guy swimming in the water also. We're also gonna try Tiana's famous food. Is it any good? Let's go head into Magic Kingdom, show off some new merch. But I'm interested to see how the new Country Bears is because like, I love the original attraction.
They got the new poster up. Country Bears Musical Jamboree. Gosh, you got Big Al just creeping in the back. He looks like he saw some stuff. So they have new costumes for all the characters. They changed some of their names. New acts continuously shows daily. Now playing.
We'll say our day has started off to a rough start. It has taken an hour to get from on the tram to in here. The monorails went down, then the ferries were backed up. I think I would enjoy Magic Kingdom more if I didn't have to deal with just like that transportation system to get into the park. I like just be able to park and just walk in within a couple of minutes. But let's go into the Emporium, see if there's any new merch.
All right, here we go. The Emporium. I always love to just take a second just to look into the windows. Cinderella and Prince Charming, they're dancing. I do think Disneyland's windows are a lot better. They got a new Country Bear shirt. So the poster's a little different than the one that we just saw, but it says Grizzly Hall proudly presents Country Bear Musical Jamboree starring, and then the whole squad right there. So it's a little bit of a different artwork, but Big Al is still struggling. He looks like all of us trying to survive the Florida heat. But the shirt will be $35, and then on the back it says Country Bear Musical Jamboree, a wild and woolly good time. $88 of a new Monsters University kind of varsity jacket. They have some of the patches right there. Then on the side, it'll say Monsters University, and then National Scaring Champion. $88. They have a Hatbox Ghost glow-in-the-dark Loungefly bag. The Haunted Mansion logo right there with some bats. Then on the back, it's nice and simple. It just says the Haunted Mansion. All right, for an unnamed price, save some Walt Disney World ears. Kind of like you're going underneath the archway. I do want to say the quality feels like worse than like Etsy. Just a couple people lined out outside, so no crazy lines, but we'll be back. We gotta get something to eat.
So instead of giving Tiana her own restaurant, they just kind of shoved her foods over in the Golden Oak Outpost over here in the corner.
So this is where all of Tiana's food is.
All right, so first off, we gotta start off with Tiana's famous beignets. It's gonna be light, sweet, and fluffy beignets with powdered sugar and drizzled with honey. Look at that, there's nothing in there. Pretty standard, nothing too special about them. I do like the honey on it, but you don't really taste too much of the honey flavor. I'm doing a 7.5. They're not bad, but they're not a 10 out of 10. Problem is, I think I had these high expectations because of the film, that like the best thing that Tiana makes is the beignets. They're just decent. It's time to try the gumbo now. So it's gonna be the shrimp gumbo and sweet potato fries, shrimp and andouille sausage gumbo, topped with a Cajun spice sweet potato fry. A little bit of everything. It's fine. I want some more flavor in there. A very lackluster gumbo. Then the shrimp was also kind of plain and boring. Favorite part is honestly the sweet potato fries with the seasoning. Seasoning, it's great on these things on its own. Shrimp gumbo, we're giving like a 6 out of 10. And then they have a special non-alcoholic drink. It'll be the Bayou Lavender Lemonade, Minute Maid Premium Lemonade with flavors of lavender, inspired by New Orleans influence on American cuisine. Okay, let's mix the lavender in, see how it tastes. Honestly, that first sip just tastes like water. That's not lemonade, it just tastes like lemon flavored spa water. And then the lavender just makes me feel like I'm drinking some sort of air freshener. 5 out of 10 on this drink. It doesn't taste gross, it's just sad. All right, we're gonna go to Tiana's Bayou Adventure gift shop.
Here we go, we're heading in for the Critter Co-op now. $40. We have a Tiana's food apron. It's little things like this that I love. So you remember like Tiana's saving up for, you know, her place. So she's putting away all of her coins, you know, in a can. Customize this space with your own dreams. And there's little like chocolate coins inside there. That is great. I love that. Mama Odie has her very own hot sauce, banana Foster milk chocolate. They got gummy frogs, Mardi Gras melody popcorn, spiced butter toffee peanuts. That sounds good. Cajun crazed crunch. I thought this was a pillow pet at first, but it's a Lewis. He's sleeping. It's got a little lily pad on his head, and then his trumpet. It's a really soft plush. Got a bunch of little details over in this corner. I like this. It's like how they play some records. Local Gator shares love of jazz. There's the records down there. There's Lewis's trumpet. $25. They have a little plush of the raccoon. And then for $25, they have the little turtle who plays the harmonica. So for $13, they have this little figure set of all the animals, right, on the boat. The most interesting thing is there's little Brer Rabbit still on the log. So were they supposed to still have the rabbit on the front of the log? $35, they have this Tiana's Bayou Adventure frame. It's the turtle's head hiding in its shell. Or did it just pop off? But again, there's a little rabbit on the front of the log. log. For an unnamed price, they have this shirt, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Let's get to the party. It says 2024 on the wall. $30 for this hat. Let's get to the party. $85 for this Spirit jersey. So on the back it says, it's a joyful celebration. Then there's all the characters right there. And then on the front, it says Tiana's Bayou Adventure. $25 for this little plush. $40 for this shirt, shortcut to the Bayou. And then $30 for this hat, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And then $30 they have this bucket hat. So you have Mama Odie's little bottles and then a bunch of little fireflies. $28 for this tumbler. Then you have one of the frogs on the straw. $40 for these ears. They light up. Got Lewis right there. For an unnamed price, they have some more Tiana ears. $35 for this little bag. And then $30 for this light. You have a tiara. And there's a little candle that illuminates. $35 for this pillow. Then you got this design on the other side. $30, they have a Christmas ornament of Tiana and Lewis. They got a pin of Mama Odie. $78 for this lounge fly. There is a little cameo of Naveen right there. $32, they have this little firefly that connects with the other fireflies and they light up. This is a really cool display. The firefly's moving just a little bit. There they are. It almost feels like one of the Main Street windows.
I like the merch, I like the gift shop. It kind of ties the story all together with the critters and their instruments, how they know how to play, and then this is where they kind of like hang out.
I was really worried they were gonna cheap out on a good sign, but it looks just as good. It's a three-dimensional carved sign. Still says Grizzly Hall up there. So they got the sign right here saying everybody's about to play. They still have the clock here, Country Bear Musical Jamboree. If you notice right here, CBJ for Country Bear Jamboree. They have another sign over here, I like this. Critics rave, don't hibernate on this one, go. From the National Growl. A show the whole pack will love. From Grizzly Gazette. And then down here, it'll have you growling in the aisles. The Hibernation magazine. We're loading in now. Oh, I'm so glad the portraits stayed. I was worried they were going to replace them. So it's like the set list. Grizzly Gulch Records. What do we have over here? Vest worn by Big Al in his most recent farewell tour. Romeo McGraw's guitars and stage-worn belts. Buckle right there. Trixie's sunglasses that were used in a photo shoot. It says tickets, posters, and programs from appearances worldwide. These would be the camera and tour photos taken by Wendell. And then there's some of the photos. We got some new pennies over here. Yeah, so Romeo's a new one. So some of them are the old pennies and then some of them are new. We're gonna come over here. Bears have been featured in many publications. How you do an entire video just covering each little Easter egg here. It's just what, like fan mail? Big Al's concrete footprint, some of the awards they've won, the Barry Poppins, and then I can barely remember my long journey from the foothills to the footlights. Some more stuff over here. The Daily Bee, Grizzly Hall, open. We have Ted's first washboard and cider jug. We got a harmonica. Then we got the teddy bear, remember he squeezes. They got the top hat. Now, on the final day, I remember showing this. All the mosquitoes that were in the lights. Do you think they cleaned it? No. One of my favorite details in here is always just like all the bear claw marks on the ground.
I said, who here is ready for the Country Bear Musical Jamboree?
All right, here we go. It's time.
Yeah, might be watching from the wall. Watching from the wall. Oh, heck, a thunder blanket up here. So now's the time we remind you there's no eating, drinking, or smoking allowed in the theater. And you can take all the photos and video you'd like. Just please, no flash photography or video lighting. We've already got Rufus on Spotlight. Do we? Rufus, wake up! Oh! Over here. Sorry. Okay, everybody. Now we're ready to start. Give us a little intro there, Gomer. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the one and only original original country band musical Jamboree, featuring a wild and woolly assortment of grizzled old grizzlies singing a little country, a little western, and a whole lot of everything in between. So get those paws tapping and those claws clapping for five bears who need no introduction, but I'll give them one anyway. Let's hear it for the Five Bear Rocks! It's our very own Trixie and the talented trio, Bunny, Bubbles, and Beulah. Or is it Beulah, Bunny, and Bubbles? Well, any way you count it, they're triple the fun. With the Mineral Kings, but he's here now. A furry firestorm of Finland Floridian fury. Take it away, Ernest. You know, it might surprise you to learn that our next performer is still an eligible bachelor.
Or the pear-shaped, square-shaped weirdness of his feet.
Everyone's been a fixer-upper, that's what it's all about. Remember me. Hey, gang, hit it! Now gather up all your bare necessities and exit out the doors on your right. What do you say, Sammy?
I say, y'all come back, yeah?
We just can't bear to say goodbye.
We hope that you'll be coming back again.
Okay, just finished Country Bears. I gotta think about everything. A lot of stuff I liked, some stuff I really did not like. But let me think about it, and then we'll have our whole review. That was interesting. Okay, we're heading out of Magic Kingdom. I'm just overwhelmed. There's too many screaming kids and crowds. Let's just go back to the office.
Okay guys, we are back in the office. Let's talk about the brand new revamped version of Country Bear Jamboree at Magic Kingdom. What are my thoughts about it? For the most part, I enjoyed it, right? The lobby is incredible. You can really tell the Imagineers had a lot of fun creating those custom little art pieces, kind of connecting old version of Country Bear Jamboree to the new one, right? I thought that was beautifully done. You could spend a lot of time looking at all the different cabinets. Everything was custom made. It still felt like the original lobby. They like kept it intact. They didn't change too much. They just revamped it and improved it, and that's good. Because when there's like a new version of something, it either has to be just as good, if not better, as the original. When you get into the theater, right, for the show, looks just as good. And then you see these animatronics start, you know, moving and talking, and they are wonderful. They redid all the animatronics. They're so lifelike, and the movements are just insane. I will say one has already kind of broken down, and it looked like one of the Country Bears was on fire.
I think you played the fiddle a little too hard and caught on fire. Show sample. hopefully it'll come back up, but we'll see.
It was just kind of the smoke effect just continuously going and then it went down. Now there's no attraction that's gonna operate perfectly, right? But it is doing a lot better than Tiana's Bayou Adventure, right? You go into the show, the bears look beautiful, the new costumes look great, everything feels right, and then they start singing. Opening song, I enjoyed. Then they started singing the Disney music and it just didn't vibe with me because like when you heard the original Country Bears sing, it felt like they were actually singing live. It just kind of feels like the bears are lip singing or like singing a karaoke because there's all these like extra instruments in the background of the songs that aren't on the stage, so it didn't really blend very well. It didn't feel like they were actually singing in front of you. The Disney songs were fine. Now the song choices that Disney chose, some fit, some didn't, like Kiss the Girl. They made him kind of sound like an old Elvis record. We're not listening to like a record, we're trying to listen to him live, and it just didn't like sound right. Something was just off. It does stink that we kind of have those like forced in Disney IP songs, but the Country Bears are able to stay. Now the old Country Bears did need a revamp, right? A lot of guests wouldn't ever even like venture in there, but I will say in this new version, everybody was clapping and singing along, so I think Disney did what they needed to do, creating this new show, bring in this new audience, something for everyone within different generations, like be like, oh, I remember that Disney song, and they can sing along. Now the show is kind of for everybody. The old show did need a revamp, but it was only kind of like the diehard Disney park fans, right? I was one of them, right? I really loved the old show. I've seen it so many times, but I do think this new version, it's not perfect, it's not everything I wanted, but I'm glad the bears are still around. And like the kids were happy to be in there, the adults, the Disney fans. It's a fun time. I just don't like the sound of the music. It sounds like you're listening to a soundtrack instead of like listening to an attraction. But I will say, at Magic Kingdom, someone went swimming in the water.
Sounds nice. I mean, yeah, but like, is he supposed to do that? No. No. So like, he's gonna get banned. Should we tell someone?
Oh, they know.
You might be able to see. You and me. I went under.
So let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about the new Country Bear Jamboree? So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family!
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things theme parks and Disney around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
They're triple the fun.
Hey, no, no.